All right. What's everybody doing? How we doing? Let me get in the sim. You can hear the cars going by. Maybe you can't hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome. We're gonna be doing Monaco today with the VAC guys. Raced with them a few times. And this is the Monaco. Yes, this is the Monaco that had the chicane moved, and we're looking at it right now. So get your eyes on this puppy here. This is a very weird layout of Monaco. I thought twice. I'll be upfront about this. I thought twice about doing this race. I first saw F3 Cars Monaco. Thought that would be a great conversation, or a great race and everything to do. And I noticed the layout and decided I want to do it. I want to see how it goes, but this may very well be a short couple of races. We'll see. But yeah, we're racing at Monaco, F3 Cars. It's the 1972 layout of Monaco. So this is the only year this layout is won. I was looking back. Clay Regazzoni won the race, led every lap of it, and they did this for safety. We'll fly around a little bit. I can show you what's going on here. So let me get in the sim. All right, so I can get out of the trees a bit. Ignore me hugging my Fanatec. So this is the normal 60 chicane, right? You come down the hill and you would do this left, right. And obviously there was a big accident there in 1967. Oh, cool, got a car flying through me. Big accident there in 1967 with Lorenzo Bandini, obviously passing away. They changed the chicane in 68, made it a little bigger. Not quite this big. They used to have some barriers that would be, you know, probably to about here, but the cars would still go through it. And in 1972 they wanted to make things safer, specifically on the pitting. So what they did was move the pits here into the harbor area, normally where you'd race, and they moved the chicane to keep going straight down here into this weird place. Look how tight this is. This is like the tightest variant of the Monaco chicane. Success car getting through there, but holding your breath every time. And you actually got two chicanes. Whoop. So you come down, we have the tight chicane, which, like, look at how narrow this is on the entry. It's insanely tight. Actually, this is doing it justice for how you see it in the car. You see it like this. You got to aim for that little slice over there. And if you are gonna miss it, if you're wise enough to know, see, you got it. Very good. If you're wise enough to know you're gonna miss it, there's a secondary little pass through here, but that's not something you could use on a regular lap. So we may all die going through this on the opening lap. I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting to see how it all works out. I've done a decent amount of practice, and you know, the rest of the track's fine. I could drive, you know, at 95% or whatever to get around the lap, but this chicane, it's kind of up in the air whether or not I'm going to get through it all right. So I hope I can get through it for the full race. It's two 16-lap races we'll be doing, so we do get a second shot at it if it doesn't go well the first time through, but that'll be fun. It'll be fun regardless. These guys are a blast to race with, of course. I have the link to the VAC like website / Discord in the description of the video, so go check that out if you'd like vintage racing, especially in Assetto Corsa. They do races all the time. So we have about 25 minutes left of practice, and I want to go out and just turn some laps. Then we got a 20-minute qualifying session, and then we have the two 16-lap races. They're pretty much back to back in this series. So I'm going to go out and do a little bit of practice here, and hopefully everything goes well. But appreciate folks jumping online. Just finished watching Jimmy Broadbent's real life races for the first time. It's super exciting. There are a bunch of other folks who are doing the same thing. You got a couple of the TV vans as well parked on the pit lane. Great. But you know, other than the chicane, it's the Monaco, you know. There's a few more guardrails in this version when compared to like a 60s Monaco. But it's before the swimming pool and everything. So it's still the shorter loop to the final hairpin. And the start will be in the traditional location on the front stretch, I've been told. So that won't be the weird part. But for times and everything, so I have been able to get into the 36s without too crazy a strategy or anything. I think pole's gonna be in the 34s, and so I hope I can back up 36s in qualifying. Anything quicker would be fantastic. Oh, oh my god, already hitting the barrier. Hold on, I gotta turn up the volume on my end. Let me know how the car is. I'm having trouble getting the sound and everything good, but already crashing. Yeah, this mod is the Baza F3 mod. You can find over, if you Google BAZZA, Valerie Man, you can find this one as well as all the other stuff Baza helps put together. I should mention as well, it is a fixed setup for the most part for this, so been able to tweak the braking bias and just a couple settings to do with like the steering, but for the most of it, it's a fixed setup, so it's good and bad. It means I don't have to spend a lot of time in the garage, but it also means that if I'm slow, it just means I'm driving slow. Gotta make it more than a lap. My tires were cold last lap, and full fuel and everything too. Get up the hill, third gear here at the top. It's down to third. Late apex if you can. I missed it a bit that time. I'll slide it on through there. That was slow. You kind of don't want to slide this car. It's very easy to do, but it's not faster if you slide it for sure. So I'm through second gear through all this. Probably usually do first through that hairpin. Try to get as good a run as possible onto the back straightaways, fastest part of the track leading up to the chicane, the death chicane. Up through fifth gear through the tunnel. Car's actually geared a little short. We're gonna hit the top end of fifth coming out of the tunnel. Down the hill, past the normal chicane area, and then get it down to third. It's very slow entry this time. Through the chicane, that's a pretty slow way to do it. I think that's where I'm losing the majority of my lap time for the quickest of laps, but just don't know how to do it consistently without really backing off. To the edge of the circuit there. All right, so come around. That first lap out of the pits is always a really long one. It doesn't reset your time at the line the first time, so we'll see what this lap is. I'm hoping if I can get into the 36s or maybe even the 35s in qualifying and then run race pace in the 37s, I'll be pretty happy with that. And this might be a bit of attrition. Oh, I got a couple stutters there. Weird. Tap the barrier. It should be okay. You hit the barrier a little bit. I think damage is a little reduced, but certainly don't want to do that during the race. You also stay away from all these curbs around it. It's like that. You bounce the car up. It doesn't seem to have any effect on the suspension damage wise, but it obviously throws the car way offline. Follow another car through. Honestly, one of the things I'm most scared about, I mean, I'm scared enough for myself to not get through there, but it'd be so easy for another car in front to wedge it into the chicane, and then there's really no way through. Gear there, a little narrow on the entry. Our skates around quite a bit on the brakes. Does seem to like pretty aggressive downshifting, so try to keep pumping down the gears when I can. Slide through the first turn. That was a 39.4 even with a smack to the wall, so very easy to lose seconds around this track just taking something a little slow. second here from Mirabeau. Do first gear for the hairpin. This is not the standard Assetto Corsa HUD. What do we got here? So I got real time, which I run online. I think that's a standard app, real time. That'll show you just where the cars are next to you, kind of like the F3 box in iRacing, if you're familiar with that. It just shows relative time, also lap times that are being turned and everything. And then the other one I have, I'll have to look at the exact name of it. It's called, I think it might be called Essentials, something like that. Almost hit the barrier on the outside. I got the chat up, Grayson. Almost feel like you're gonna whap the inside of the chicane there with the hairpin with the suspension, but it doesn't seem to happen. I've not done it yet. That was a 38. That was an all right run through turn one. Turn one is deceptively difficult. Of course, it's much tighter these days. Pretty fast corner on this version. I don't know exactly where to get this track. If you join VAC, or you don't have to join really, you just go to their Discord. You can find it on there. Yeah, I mean, there is damage on. I don't know how high it's set to. They usually don't run 100% damage at these tracks. Whoa! All right, turning into a nice power slide there. Just nipped that curb on the left side. I mean, that would totally destroy the suspension in real life. So got a little easier time here. Yeah, I'm not sure how legit the distance markers are for the chicane there. Yeah, this is an F3 car, so, you know, it's smaller chassis, lighter, lower horsepower. I actually don't know exactly how much horsepower it has. No real thought to putting power down. Only in first gear, maybe, you have to feather it. Okay, thanks, Tim. I guess it's 100%, but the cars are maybe a little harder than real life to brake. Oh, slide it through the top of the hill there. I do love the road detail in this version of the circuit. We got a car off to the left there, or to the right. Second gear. Yeah, I saw the Monaco historic racing was actually going on right now, so it's pretty fitting we're doing this. So cool that they do that. I mean, it's definitely not an easy thing to set up the whole street circuit and all that. Half the city's closed down pretty much, but they always do it to do the historic racing. Can't let concentration down through here. You can get away with clipping the inside there a little bit. I think I probably went through it that time just slightly. Definitely on the right side. You can't hit that. This is good. I'm happy I'm making some laps. These aren't at full fuel when I came out, so these aren't meant to be qualifying laps, but just turning some laps. Got to do 16 of these in the race. 38.3, so a little slower than I'd like to be. Yeah, the suspension is static in the front. It's still nice. I think the pool was added in 73, so the year after this. I was looking at the different layouts. I think they went to this, and then the swimming pool was added, then they built an actual pit lane. cars here. It's pretty easy to understeer into the outside wall there if you apex too early or get on the gas too early. Coming onto the straight. Oh, I looked at the chat. He's parking it right in the middle of the track. Right. Slow way down, my God. Okay. Try to get around, but it's hard to get around when you're in the middle of the circuit. We can get around him here. And I guess there'll be some of this in the race. You got to figure out how to get by slower cars. The outside there for some reason. Hopefully we start in front of him. Lead on the accelerator there. Sometimes you can get this line absolutely perfect. You want to avoid the curb like I hit it there. Oh, sliding the car all over the place. Yeah, this first gear is pretty much the only way that you get wheel spin in this. Get the chicane this time. The more practice, the better through here, because decided you kind of want to be off the brakes before you get into it, just so you can predict the car better, since it is a little dodgy on the brakes. Earlier in practice, I was trying to trail brake through it, and it's not a consistent way. Got the Pepsi man behind me. Oh no. Oop, I think you might have hit the wall. It's tempting to go super deep into this, but then you wash out like that. Try to keep it off that curb on the inside, because that'll just hurt it coming out to the wall. Just get as good of an exit as possible. Whoa. That's scary to get through the chicane like that. Oh, but absolutely rocketing through the back there. Might have been my quickest time through, but it was definitely the most scary. Let's see what this lap is. Pull up the last hairpin a little bit. Still gonna be a couple tenths off my best. I did a low fuel run before I started the stream. 37.2, okay, not too bad. Considering I still have about 20 liters of fuel in the car. Yeah, I think Monaco has long outgrown the cars. I mean, I think the only time Formula One cars themselves were appropriate for it was in the 1.5 liter era, up through 65. But even if you go back, some of us in the chat for VAC were talking before the race. you know, in the 1930s they raced here, and even those cars were too big for this track. Too powerful. It's such a tight circuit. It's always been kind of a weird one. Yeah, they did run this layout in real life with the chicane, and it was in the rain too. And I don't think anybody really bottled it up. Oh, all right. That's probably going to happen in the race. We're going for a swim. I was just trying to get it off the racing line before I parked it, but flew off the edge there. Okay, we got 8 minutes left till till qualifying. Let's see how everybody else is doing here. I was gonna make it through there that time. That's a good way to end practice laps, though. See here what we got. Can you see it actually? Yeah, and just past my head. I'll hide myself for a second. I mean, these are practice times, but Wolf 5698 has been so quick. this whole like practicing and everything. I'll throw myself over. So he's up there with a 1:34.4. I think it's like 3 in the morning for him too. So that's so fast. Got a 35.2 for second. Let me get into the 36s, which again, low fuel. I can get in the 36s. But we got a few folks really close. I think the low 36s are going to be where it's really competitive for qualifying. Should mention the qualifying is only going to be 20 minutes, so it's going to be a really frantic session. Might as well just fill the car with a good amount of fuel and go out there and see how many laps I can put together. Had a Simon right now, so I got a 137.2, and I was only running full fuel, so it's not too bad. We look through, so we should have pretty much a full field here too, which is even more frightening. 30 cars or so. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Up until really looking at this, I knew they had moved the chicane at one point, Andrew. But I didn't know they had put the pit lane there as well. It makes sense. I mean, I think if they had maybe made the chicane a little less intense, this wouldn't have been a bad idea for it. Ultimately, like with how much infrastructure pit lanes in Formula One have these days, I don't think a pit lane like this would work that well. But it's, for the time, much better than the regular pit lane, right? Fly around a little bit, take a look. I do love this version. One thing that's missing from nearly every other layout of classic Monaco. Started the music. Is that one thing that's missing from nearly every other classic layout is the ramp here. You see how much this goes up, and it's something that really was like that through the 60s and earlier, and it upsets the car. Is definitely missing from Grand Prix Legends. You know, there was a little bit of a hill there, but not quite this extreme. But it was really, if you look at pictures, it was pretty steep like this. Guys come through here. It's a good passing opportunity if you get a good run out of the chicane. Ooh, I ran a little wide into the wall there. Down to the chicane here. Or the hairpin. I keep calling hairpins chicanes today for some reason. It's a beautiful day in Monaco. Very few clouds in the sky. So this should be fun. Am I ready for Talladega? Yeah, I like Talladega. It'll be fun tomorrow. I didn't get to watch much of the historic GP today. I watched Jimmy Broadbent's Brit car races. Turn the chat off promptly. But it was good. I think this version of the circuit with the normal chicane in an F3 car like this is actually really fun to drive. But yeah, for this version of the track with this chicane, I don't know. We'll see. If I make it through and do well, maybe I'll think it's a fun track to drive. I have tried. White Phillip asked if I tried the 67 or 75 F1 cars around here. I have tried the 67 cars on the normal historic Monaco with the normal chicane. And I was playing around with the AI and stuff, and I have to fix the AI through it. But yeah, we're kind of watching from the stands. We got about 4 minutes till, 4 minutes or so till qualifying starts. And to turn 1. The 30s cars would be an interesting task around here. I mean, if we race the Voiturette cars, that could be fun. I do like this version of Sandovote better than nearly every other one that's ever been raced. I think how they've narrowed it today, basically they've moved out, right? If we look at coming down, they've bumped the curbing out to like here, right? So this is now the apex. It removes the flowing, and I understand why they did it, because this is not exactly a wall you want to hit necessarily, but yeah, it was a very fast corner back in the day. A fun one. Gotta avoid this curb on the inside. Up the hill of Massenet. Yeah, I think, let's see where these guys are entering. Kind of on the crest in the middle. The track is cambered quite a bit, or it has in the center, right? It's got the crest in the center of the road, like, you know, car roads do, so that the water runs off the sides. But it makes it hard to race, because if you get out here, the track's actually, I mean, it's not exactly off camber, but it's flat. Whereas down on the inside, it's actually cambered in. So. Around Massenet, and then up to Casino here. Much better version of Casino than it is these days. You see a lot of pictures from right here from back in the day. It's a good spot to watch the cars go by. This is where, you know, this version of the circuit, because there's no barriers right on the edge, right? It's a lot more open feeling. Down to Mirabeau. Hotel Mirabeau, it's the Hotel Matique. I thought it was the Hotel Mirabeau, and that's why it was called that. See a lot of pictures from here as well, with the cars going over the hump. In the F3 car, we don't have to swerve around, the little hump in the road. Car doesn't get off the ground or anything at all, so go straight over it. I love, you know, if you go back and watch some videos, or like Duke Video has some good reviews of Formula One from the 70s, early 70s, and people are walking up and down the sidewalks here and everything as the cars are racing. It's pretty intense. Yeah, okay, it was Hotel Mirabeau. Thank you. Here's the hairpin here, another classic vantage point. I mean, pretty much any corner on this circuit, I feel like if you park a camera there, you go, oh yeah, this classic vantage point. A warping from the net code. Come down the hill here. I think this is before they removed the train bridge above. This is a train, or was a train trestle, and there's some really cool pictures of cars in the 50s mostly going under this bridge here, and trains are going over the top of it still. Pretty cool stuff. I don't know what year they stopped with the trains. Gonna outrun me. Get the fast mode. I'm up to the tunnel. Tunnel has a little Armco on the outside. A little bit of safety there, and then we get some lights on the inside and outside to help light things up since it's darker. But a much shorter tunnel than obviously these days. This has been much expanded. All right, but practice is just about over, so hope you enjoyed the fly around the circuit. We got qualifying now, so I'm gonna go out. I'm not gonna take minimum fuel because I just want to get some laps in. I just want to be in front of the, if I can get in front of, you know, most of the chaos. All right, the train station was closed in 65, so I'm gonna put 16 liters in. That should be more than enough for qualifying, but not, you know, I was running with 30 before, so yeah, the TV vans. I hope that a couple of folks are gonna try to race that. We'll see though. We will see. Yeah, but most of the setup is all locked, so it's a fixed setup race. All right, so get ready for qualifying. It's gonna be a 20-minute qualifying session. I just need to put in the best lap I can. All right, here we go. All right, qualifying. 2 minutes till it starts. Thanks, folks, for jumping in. Looks like a couple hundred people want to watch some Monaco on a Saturday. It's a beautiful day in Boston here. You may hear, I have windows open, so you may occasionally hear stuff in the background. Yeah, the free cam in Assetto Corsa is the F7 key, but you do have to change a config setting. But it's awesome. Making videos in Assetto Corsa is much easier than pretty much any other simulator, which there's a lot of good stuff to look at in Assetto Corsa, but it's also so much easier to make videos in than anything else. Yeah, Mark, we were talking about that earlier, the historic Monaco. Yeah, KO, this is a weird pit lane, but it was this way in 1972. All right, 45 seconds. I didn't know there was going to be another countdown. Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, I heard Formula E was going to use the full layout, which makes it easier for for setting up and taking down and all that. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where I can qualify at, how everybody else does. Maybe one of those things, if there's a mad rush to the pit exit, I might wait 30 seconds once we get going. But, all right, qualifying is up. Let's make sure things are still, yeah, things are still set how they were. So give it a second for everybody crazy to run away. But if I can get into the 36s, I'll be pretty happy with that. Hopefully that's, you know, in the top 10 or so times. I don't is this the best version of Monaco, the best classic version? I mean, this is the R Factor 2, you know, Monaco, but it's been, ooh, the pit guys came out. You know, it's been edited to look like the 72 version. I think the normal version of this circuit, the one that's in R Factor 2, is probably the best classic Monaco that exists. And for those of you just joining, this is the VAC Classic, you know, racing group for Assetto Corsa, and it's not like a league that you have to join necessarily, but they do everything through Discord, and you can basically, all their races are open sign up. If you join their Discord, you can sign up for them. Big BP balloon there, hot air balloon on the outside of the circuit. See, that's the right way to take the top of the hill there. Massenet. Is it Massenet or Masseno? It's Massenet, right? Okay, I have to know French if I want to be able to pronounce that. All right, up to 5th gear. This is the out lap. It's not going to count. Once we come to the line, we'll be on a real lap. Hopefully, don't get anybody in front of me. Got a clear track right now, so this is working out pretty well. Ooh. Oh. Oh my God, that chicane is just. If I don't get wedged in it or fly off the track at some point during this race. Hold on, everybody. Here we go. I'm across the line. I got a couple cars in front. Hopefully they're fast enough that I don't get backed up. Gotta go as late as I can while still getting on that accelerator early. I missed the apex there through turn 1. No worries. I want to just try to get some laps in here. I didn't do the thing back in these days where you would do a slow lap and then one flyer and then back in the pits. I kind of just practiced, set quick times that way. Wide through there. I want to avoid that curb on the outside. Yep, I got on the gas too early there. So you see, feels like it's gonna work out, but the track kind of washes away coming down the hill and sends you extra wide. In this straight, you really need to maximize the speed on it. It's the fastest part of the track. Almost 200 Ks. My God. Thread the needle every time. Probably just gonna have to grunt every time I go through there. But this won't be that great of a first lap. It's messed up turn 1 mostly. Luckily the cars in front, we're all doing similar pace, which is good. I won't get blocked, but also means they're they're all going quick. 41, that's no good. Oh, it was a 138. I was gonna say, I thought it was quicker than a 141. That was a much better turn 1 that time. Sandovote. Oh. I slid out wide there. It's all about the braking at the top of the hill. I don't think I've quite figured it out yet in these cars. Slide it on through. I think that hairpin might be the one place where it could be quick to slide through the apex. Maybe the final chicane as well. Certainly don't want to slide into the acceleration point, but if you can maybe slide through the entry. Yellow flag for a brief second there. Ooh, car off to the left. Luckily, he was off the racing line. Deathly afraid that at some point a car is just going to be stopped in the middle of the chicane there. All right. This is kind of a messy lap. We'll see. That was a 137.5, so already down to the mid 137s, which is good. A little wide through turn 1, but I felt like I kept the speed up. It's the apex there. And there as well. Making my own track up here. Second gear, leave it in second gear through here. And all over the curbs. in front taking the sidewalk route into the tunnel. Sitting in 10th right now. It's very early in the session, but leave it in 3rd on the exit there. Get over rev for a second. I slid through Tabak, which I don't want to do. And nice, got 300 now. Welcome everybody. Qualifying still for this 2 16-lap sprint races. Should mention as well, grid 2 going to be a top 15 invert from race 1, so these two battling in front a little bit. Oh boy. Not exactly a track you want to do a lot of too wide on. Oh, we'll say in practice though. Oh man, car disappeared on me. In practice, I was able to go all the way up the hill side by side with somebody just to kind of test it out. It does work if both drivers give a little way. Right, got the fuel light now, so what do I got? 10 liters left, plenty of fuel. 5th gear, just max it out here down the hill. Give up a little bit in the chicane. Wasn't on a good lap, so might as well not crash the car there. First gear. Got a car on the outside there. No issue though. All right, come to the line. Hopefully I can get a good lap in here. A couple cars in front, but as long as they're quicker, wouldn't be an issue. Come across the line, start the lap. Last lap was a 38.5. Oh, very late apex to turn 1, but pretty much what you want to do there. I'd have been a little wide. Up to 5th for just a second. Come to the top of the hill. Down to 3rd, roll it on through. I apexed a little too early there. Push out wide into Casino, but sweep it on through. Now over the crest. And a Mirabeau. 2nd gear, braking a little early maybe. For the hairpin. Slide it on in. Yeah. See, the problem is the car kind of stops once your sliding ends. Got a late apex here onto the straightaway. Oh, I messed that up. All right. Well, I don't think this will be a good lap, but we'll see. Had a good start to it. Down to the scary chicane though, down to 3rd gear. Oh, the car stopped in the middle of the track there. I just avoided him. He might have just disconnected when I caught up to him. Yeah, blue car's gonna let me go. Thank you very much. This lap's not good. Hopefully I can just turn right into the next lap. Got 8 liters left. Come across the line. What do we got there? 37 flat, so it's actually my best lap in qualifying at this point, but not going to be good enough for this race. I'm still in the top 10 now, in 10th position. There's some scary stuff going on here. Indeed, it's going to be a pretty frightening race, I think. A couple of races. Press there. Okay. 2nd into Mirabeau. I was a little early on the brakes. It's really easy to overcook it. But try to just keep it tidy. I want to try to just do a clean lap. That'll get you so much speed. You can drive the car so it feels like maybe you're going faster, but it honestly are the clean laps which actually, you know, are the quickest most often. This is a pretty good lap so far, so hopefully I can get through The chicane all right up here. Down to the hairpin and everything. It's a little slow, but not the worst. Into Tabak, sliding a bit. All right, but we'll come to the final hairpin. Should have plenty of space here to not get caught up at all. Just before that stop sign on the outside, all the way down to first, locking it up a bit. Feather that throttle a little bit, don't want to get oversteer on the way out. Come across the line, what do we got? 36.2. Oh, that's my best lap I've ever done around here, so let's keep on it though. Oh, I totally screwed turn one. All right, we'll take a breather lap, but we'll stay out because I still have 6.7 liters, but a 136.276, so it's up to P7 for qualifying. And I might actually need to get on the session timer because I don't know how much time is left. The one thing the Essentials mod doesn't seem to be telling me. Oh, man. Pretty hectic, lap to do a quick lap around here, though. Thanks, Commodore. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, it feels like a 135 is actually attainable now, but... You know, I wanted to get a 136, so... Need to find... What app do I have to tell me? Ooh. Hit the wall. Doing too many things at once. Talking to chat, I'm controlling the apps that are showing. Alright. Through the chicane. I got one car behind me, so I'll let him by. Fair shot at it. Ooh, I got a couple more cars there. It'll be tough to slot in. I'll let this one car by. Ooh, you hit the wall. Alright. This is my little gap here. Come through the hairpin, try to jump right back on it. Tires are going to be a little cooler after that slow lap, but we'll see what I can do. To fifth gear for just a moment, break it down to fourth, slide it on in, but want to get on that throttle as soon as possible. I ran pretty wide, but I kept the speed up. We'll head up the hill. On a fourth, get it down to third, just ride it on through. Sino, oh, so close to the curb. I could have actually got on the gas a little sooner there. Lock up the brakes, trying to push it into Mirabeau a little harder this time, but pushed coming out of it, understeered. 5 minutes to go in the session. We're P9 with a 36.2, which I'm honestly very happy with. Ooh, stutter there. Alright. Over the top of the hill. This is not a great lap, but it's not super slow either. It's still going to be a 36 at this rate. Oh. Well, and that's that. That's what I don't want to do during the race. Smash into the hairpin. Yeah, right as got 300 viewers. All right. Maybe I could do one more run here, but it's gonna be close. I'll lower the fuel again. Yeah. We'll see though. I should have enough time to get around, basically do 2 laps here. A lot of cars though. I think we've got pretty much a full grid. Got Wolf in front of me, so now that car's the quickest one on the track. Chicane finally got me, but I'm pushing. I'm hoping in the race that I'll be able to make it through for the full race. Second. So this first lap's going to be an out lap, but won't count for time. We should have enough time to come around and do at least 1 lap. See what I can put together here. Gotta get the tires nice and warmed up. Try not to hit anything, obviously. Get damage or anything like that. Yeah, fish flake. I like the normal chicane better too. I think this layout, like I said at the very start of the stream, I almost didn't want to do this. I'll be honest, just because I think it's going to be a mess there at some point in the race, whether or not it's my mess or somebody else's. But it'd be good fun. These guys are great to race with. You'll see the racing is pretty top notch. This is my, I think, third different event I'm doing with them now. We raced some 50s cars at Indy. We did some 30s cars at Hockenheim. Both of those have been difficult and fun, good racing. I like the sprint race format. They do longer races on Sunday, and I actually think there's still a few spots open for this tomorrow. I won't be doing it, but if you want to do a longer race around here with a pit stop and all that, there's still a couple spots open. Made it through the chicane again. Got a slow car here. I got Wolf in front of me, who's the quickest car, so I would hope that my next lap will be okay. The car behind me almost ran into me, into the braking. All right, but we'll come into the line, start hopefully the pinnacle of my qualifying attempt here, up through 5th gear, down to 4th. Understeering a bit on the apex. Smacked the wall a little bit there. Got 130 left. Should be able to make it around as long as the car is okay to do another one. I'm sure this lap will not be any good. I just slid it through the apex a little too fast there. Turn 1. Ooh. Usually the tires are up to temp about, after 1 lap or so, I'm sure it would have been tires, probably just the nut behind the steering wheel got a little loose. Slipstream, what's going on? All right, I should have time to do one more lap here. It's gonna be close, a few seconds as I cross the line. Hopefully everybody keeps their speed up once the session's over. Make it very easy through there. I have to think folks are going to have to do that during the race to make it through consistently. I'm not sure anybody's going to be able to fly through there each time. But we'll see. I'm sure somebody can. All right, down to 1st gear, come through the hairpin, cross the line with 18, probably 10 seconds or so left in the session. The line's at the starting end of the grid, so right about there. All right, here we go. Definitely last lap. Oh, so slow on the entry there. Couple tenths down through the 1st corner. Not a good start. Wide. At the top of the hill through Casino. A little bit better, but already a half second down. So I don't think this is going to be it, but I want to finish out the lap. Slide it into Mirabeau. Oh, all right. Didn't work out. I'm going to take this as an opportunity to go through the chicane one last time, though. But 36.2 as I clobber the curbs there. Not such a bad lap. Not such a bad lap. It's going to start me, I think, 9th, unless anybody's able to improve here in the last, few seconds. So I'm happy with that. It's as good as I was hoping to do in the qualifying. That's about as close as you can get to the right side there. All right. Car and get out. So qualifying done. We'll take a look at the order, who got the quickest lap and all that, and gawk at the time. Let's see here. Hopefully you can see it. I know it's a little small on the screen, but Wolf was able to get the fastest time. 5.6 or Wolf 5698 is his name. Got a 34.5, which is so good. That is so good. All right, we got about 2 minutes till the race starts. I'm going to take a very quick break. Be back. We'll do this 16 lap race. All right, all right. This should be good. Be good. Good lap, Wolf, and good luck, everybody. This is gonna be a good one. Saying hi to their whole voice chat. Everybody's apologizing in advance for this. It should be interesting here. Racing around Monaco is difficult enough solo. Does the car behind like the music? Is it bouncing? That happens sometimes in AC. Appreciate folks being here, coming out. What do I got? 200 people interested in watching. All right, we're on the grid. So let me just look at the fuel we'll want. I'm going to take 28 liters, which is more than I need, but it's honestly, it wouldn't make a difference if I took 20 to 28. It's going to be a little bit about survival. Looks like I'm going to be starting on the outside too. A little frightening. We'll have to see how it goes. So goals for the race are really to finish, get through the chicane clean each time. And if I think I do those two things and do moderate pace, you know, I should finish pretty well. But we'll see how it goes. All right. So we'll sit on the grid. I'll leave the lap counts and everything on the top right. May the downforce be with me. Hey, Baza, thanks for doing this mod and everything. All right, lights are up. 16 laps here at Monaco. Lighting up. 4, 6 lights lit. Out, we're underway. Oh, such a slow start. I could have done better there. But able to get around one of the cars. We'll head down towards turn number 1. He's right on my inside though. Gotta keep the speed up a little bit. We'll do third gear the first time through here. Side by side, but able to get in front of the Pepsi man, I think, behind me. In the McLaren looking car. Oh, I got a car right next to me. How did that happen? Somehow made it too wide up the hill. Car's sliding wide here. The two in front making some contact as we'll head down to Mirabeau. It's such a mess trying to get around other cars here. Take the inside line into Mirabeau though. Red car on the outside, grab the curb. Oh, McLaren looking car behind me, sideways. Hopefully that doesn't bottle up everybody coming into the hairpin. That'll give me a little bit of a gap behind. Understeering as we get onto the straightaway, but making it through there the first half of the lap. Now we got the chicane. Yeah, I saw that McLaren behind me. I don't know who that was. Still in 9th position though, so I gained one and lost one, kind of all in the same stretch. Come down to the hairpin. Down to third gear. Oh, sliding it in. No! Oh, hold on, I gotta get out. Oh my god. That is the worst thing that could have happened there. Well, I gotta wait 20 seconds now. No, that didn't take long. That's about the worst way to start a race. We get the good with the bad here. All right, so we'll go out. We're actually not going to lose a lap, but I'm going to be at the very back. Can't do much worse than that. Hopefully my car, I'm not sure if I would inherit the damage from that or not. It doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, well, so here's the deal. So the top 15 are going to get an invert, so it's still would be important to try to get as many positions as I can, but I'm not sure I'm going to make up too much in 15 laps, but it's all just for fun anyway. I'll give it the drive of my life. I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm happy nobody else got collected in that though. It's very very easy to have the whole field just suddenly create a huge pile up in the chicane. Yeah, I probably won't be the only one to do that, but it hurts after qualifying pretty well, and on the first lap of the race to do something like that. Let's try to shake it off. Put in some laps here, just prep somewhat for race 2, I guess. I'd actually make it through here now. I'm not sure what happened. I'll look back at it. I'm sure I locked the brakes up or something. Yeah, definitely hanging my head in shame. Best thing that could happen is if somehow I'm able to get up to 15th position, but I really don't think that's going to happen. The drivers that race in this league are not bad at what they do. They're all very talented, so. Yeah, I must have locked the brakes up or something, but that's racing for you. From the highest of highs, it always happens. Over the curb there, almost hit the wall on the outside. I'm catching one car. Is heartening to see. I'm not sure. I mean, it's tough to get good photo and video angles of the chicane. I watched a couple minutes of the 1972 race just to see what the chicane was like in real life, and at least in what I watched, I couldn't get a good view of it. They have the camera pointed kind of at Tabak, back at it, but I mean, it's definitely in that spot, and the cars look like they're going very slow through it, so I have to imagine this isn't, extremely far off. I'm gonna take it so easy through there now. There's no reason to push it. So I'm catching up to Techno here for 25th position. I'll try not to pass him like it's the last lap going for the win. Well, I might actually be down a lap or something, because still in 29th position. So I actually think I'm a whole lap off of the field at this point. Insult to injury, I guess. It felt like I got off a little too easy, honestly. Here. Gotta find a way around him here. Grabs the inside. Yeah, but I'm not gaining position, so I guess somebody else is gonna have to reset into the pits for me to actually gain a spot. Yeah, not last. I guess there's 31. I think the two in the back are the TV trucks, though. So I guess I'm beating them. Oh, oversteer there into Tabak. Damn, I was hoping I was going to get a run out of there and able to get around him into the hairpin. Ooh, he runs wide. Okay, that's one way to get around him. Got the blue flag, but I should be able to pull away here, so. Hopefully I don't get a penalty or something for the blue flags. Casino there. Pushing up to Antonio here. Had a run-in with him during practice a little bit. My best to get around him here. He runs a little bit wide. I clobber the curb slightly. Oh, come on. Alright, able to get around him. Might have smacked wheels a little bit there in the middle. There's no pressure anymore. I already screwed that up. This is just driving at this point, but shouldn't be too long. The race itself, to do 16 laps here, is under a half an hour, so won't be too long till we'll get the second try, and hopefully I'll be starting, you know, from the very back, I think, unless I do pick up any more spots. And it'll be interesting to see if that ends in calamity as well, or if maybe make something out of the second race. I don't know. Get through turn one there. Don't drift it. I want to just nicely apex through there. Ooh, car in front smacked the wall up ahead. Gotta get around the inside of him. So disappointed that happened on the first lap. Total bonehead move. Do something like that. I didn't even have pressure from behind. I had actually a huge gap because of whatever happened to the McLaren on the first run through Mirabeau. No excuses. Setting their PBs in the race. It's always nice to see. Brakes for a second there. Well, being a back marker is, or not finishing in the back is more about just doing quick laps. You gotta have the consistency too. Usually, I've always thought I was good at that. I think any racing driver is always gonna think you're the best at some specific thing. My best race lap though. 38, that's not very good. I'm up to 28th. I did pass one other car. It is very lonely back here. There's like no other cars at all. With 30 cars on the track, I expected there to be traffic pretty much everywhere. Yeah, everybody's got driving excuses. Especially when something like that happens. We got a car in the pit lane ahead. Late on the turn in, that was so close. That was much better through Tabak though. That's the best way to get through there without sliding the car at all. Up to 27th now. Out of time. .38 flat. I feel like I'm very slow. I don't know. Maybe my car still has the damage from the accident itself. I'm not sure. It's nice through there. Sit a little bit in Casino. I can see a whole string of cars that I'm catching now. It's gonna be very interesting to pass. 26 now. I don't know if cars are falling out because of the chicane or what's happening. 25th. Okay, I'll take it. all skill passes here. A couple cars left the server, I think. Not good. Catching up to P19 here, but of course, I think I'm a lap down overall. All right, that was a 37.3, which is more on line with what I was thinking I'd be able to do in the race. Clobbered the curb there on the inside. Gotta get a good run down to Mirabeau. Hopefully can make a move on the inside. Oh, he goes to the inside as well. Oh, I didn't mean to hit him. I think we just both kind of try to do the same thing. This is where having real life hand signals would be helpful. We could point each other by. I didn't wait long after the crash. It was a 30-second hold in the pits. And then the way the track works when you come out of the pits, you have to do a whole out lap before it starts counting your laps again. So that's how I got down a lap. I get by him. Oop. Runs to the outside. Got a little loose there. He kept hold of it though. Ooh, I'm catching Lars. I've raced Lars before. I think Lars is on the same lap as me because his name's in white. I'll have to see how far back I am though. Jason. There's more hand signals than the one everybody knows about. You'll see if you watch old video, a lot of drivers did a lot of hand signals. The car was breaking down, you'd stick your hands straight up like this. If you, were looking to pass, you could point somebody by to the left or to the right. The driver's so exposed, you can see pretty much everything they're doing, unlike the cars today. So, got about 7 laps to go. Actually, don't know exactly how it'll finish out just because I'm behind a lap. Up to 24th. And again, the top 15 are going to invert for race 2. Ooh, we got a stopped car up here ahead of the chicane. Slow car. Oh, that's Lars. Maybe something happened with Lars. He's actually a lap behind me. Obviously, it'd be amazing to get up to 15th, which, unless something catastrophic happens, not going to happen. But the closer I can get to there, the better. The further up I can get, the better for race 2. Pretty good run through turn 1. I'm actually up on my time now. Second for Mirabeau. Skid marks on the track there coming on to the straightaway, so some incident or something. And Jonah just did a 35.8. Well, car stopped in the barrier like I was reversing. Oh, 2 cars there. Gotta get around. Lars spinning as well. Ooh, I was expecting a lot more of that at the chicane, and it looks like I was the one that did it at first, but there's a couple more cars there. Smacked the wall for no reason. Blow the braking there. Our stop there as well. That's a peculiar place to be pulled over on the inside. Front swerving a bit. Inside. Get there through Mirabeau. It'll be interesting to see as I pass the pits this time if all that melee resulted in any positions. It seemed like most of those cars are still moving, so unless they're too damaged. Yeah, there's cars crashing everywhere now. But too bad I was the first one to do it, so I'm no better than all of them. Almost tried to go for a 6th gear there that doesn't exist. Doesn't look like anybody went to the pits, so still in 24th, but up to about 15th in the traffic, which is good. I mean, it shows I have a little bit of speed, and maybe in race 2, if I can keep hold of myself, I'll be able to pass a couple cars. It'd be great to not start further back than 24th though. 24th is pretty deep. I've actually got the leaders coming up on me, which is frightening. Let them by if they catch me. I don't want to be the one to hold them up. Yellow flag here. The chicane every time. I mean, even going slow through there, it's like, am I gonna actually make it or not? See a string of cars in front of me. See 23rd up there. We'll get to him in time. There's only a few laps to go. The leader's quickly closing in on me, I guess. Seems like 23rd. I'm closing in on the time. The relative time's a little odd. Doesn't really understand the slower or faster parts of the track, so it fluctuates a lot as you go around. See if we can catch the Bandito. Smack the curb a little bit. It lifted the car up. Still in 24th. See the leader just behind me coming through the hairpin. There should only be a couple laps to go, I'd imagine. The 37.2, which is not too bad. And to 11 leaders. Probably can take a couple less in general. Ooh, car in front got a little slideways through there. Leaves the inside open, I thought. I feel like I'm miscommunicating with everybody in this race. Get around the outside, maybe? I don't know. With the leader coming up now. Oh, it's so tough to get around lap cars, or I'm the laps car, but so tough to get around anybody on this circuit. We got the blue flag now. Probably just get through the hairpin and then these guys by on the front stretch. There's two in front. Oh, it's such a traffic jam. I think this might be the end of the race. I don't know. Oh, I think they were battling into the hairpin at the end. Well, it looks like Wolf got him though. Oh boy, I don't know. Yeah, it was a shame about the first lap, but I don't know what happened at the very end. Didn't feel like I necessarily got in the way, but hope I didn't screw that up. So very disappointed in that. I think overall, yeah, I could have definitely finished in the top 15, if not better, just had I kept it on the track. I got race 2 though to try to do better. I'm going to be starting in 24th, and so it's really going to be surviving off the line and then seeing what happens. But yeah, it was good to do some laps. I mean, at least I got through the chicane another 14 times without screwing it up. Not sure it was really a comeback, but where did I get the Monaco poster? Good question. I'd have to look. I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's from somewhere on Pinterest, I think, or Etsy. From somewhere on Etsy. Yeah, except for the first lap. Unfortunately, that mistake ruined the whole race for myself. That's racing, and luckily this is just for fun, so no worse for wear. Live and learn. All right, so for race 2, I mean, I had 10 liters left at the end of that. I ran one less lap than I had to, but I should be able to take a couple less. At 26. I think 24 will be enough. Though I don't want to run out of fuel like I've done lately. All right, so race number 2. We got a 2 minutes till it goes. Appreciate everybody being here. I know that probably wasn't the most fun first race to watch, but we got race 2, and as long as I don't crash out on the first lap this time again, hopefully it'll go a little bit better. Take a look at the starting grid for this race. Well, this would have been the finishing, I think. So we're in the waiting time, but this would have been the finishing order from the first race. Wolf won, but it was so close there. Lindholm ran pretty wide through the last hairpin. Hey Fred, no, I didn't alter anything, so it's a fixed setup, so I couldn't change really anything about the car. Maddie finished in 3rd, which is great. Electro in 4th. Juan San Martin in 5th, Lucanus in 6th, Benjamin Nash 7th, Machina in 8th, Ionic Bromando, that's probably it, in 9th, and then Simon in 10th. That's a great top 10. I think I could have had a top 10 finish here had I kept it together. Yeah, hopefully the second race will be better. Jason, yes, there was a race, but no, great to see folks chatting. It's good. It's like-minded people in one place, hopefully. All right, so of race 2, another 16 lapper. Hopefully keep it out. You know, this car, it's good. It has a weird feeling in the center of the wheel, and I was trying to play around with some of the. There is an adjustment you can do to change some of the wheel force feedbacks, and I don't know. It just feels a little bit different than most cars, but. All right, so we got 24 liters. That should be enough. Starting on the inside this time, but I'm at the very, very back. I'll have to see how it goes. Line up for race 2. It really can't go worse. I don't think. I don't want to say that because maybe it can. Doesn't feel like it could go worse than the first one. Wait for everybody to grid though, and then get those lights. Jeff, I will try to get the win. Starting 24th though. Don't know if that's gonna happen. All right, lights are lighting. Out, we're underway. Oh, come on. So slow off the line. I got a much better launch on the first start. Car behind me just flies on by. Oh, a car cutting me off ahead. All right, we'll come down to turn 1. I'm on the far inside. There's cars everywhere. I think I'm side by side with somebody. Oh, he's just behind me, so I was able to clear him. I don't know what happened there. A couple really quick cars at the very back. Maybe other cars that crashed out in race 1. Oh, slamming on the brakes at the top of the hill. Around the outside here. There's a car off on the inside. It looks like that McLaren again. Oh no. Slow car here in the middle. I'm down to Mirabeau. Oh, don't want to do anything too wild. Oh, they make contact in front. I hit him. This is such a mess. Got a motorcycle going by outside. You can probably hear that. So plenty of full fendered style contact here. We'll come down the hill. I think I got a car on the inside of me. Maybe not. Left the inside open, but there we go. Onto the straightaway. We'll come down to the chicane. 5th gear. Got one car right behind me. I mean, surely passing into the chicane is a known bad idea. Get it down to 3rd. Oh my god, I almost did the same thing again. Do the 2nd chicane. So 2 races in a row, just totally botching it through the chicane on the opening lap. My god. No, this is very not safe. All right, we'll come to the end of the lap. Slide up the inside into the hairpin, down to 1st gear. Oh man. All right, so I really need to get into a groove here. I'm in 20th position, I think. Through turn 1, very nicely through turn 1 that time. Up to 5th gear. Third through Casino. Still a whole mess of cars in front. We got a lot of passing to do. Oh, and it looks like that McLaren a couple cars up. That's Machina, so maybe he didn't spin out. I thought I saw a car on the inside on the first lap. Following this car, see if I can maybe get a better exit onto the straightaway. Oh, about the same. It was an interesting first lap. I decided to abort and go for that 2nd chicane. which is much tighter and much slower, but at least means you can continue. God, I got a good run here, but oh, it's just not gonna happen. Oh, I did not mean to hit him. It's the last thing I want to be doing. Oh my god. See if I get a black flag for it. I know they have... Ooh, and a big mess ahead. I know they've got collision detection and everything. Cars backwards. Well, this is not my proudest moment this stream, but we'll leave it for posterity. Somehow I'm up to 18th now. This went a little slower than I thought, but I should have backed up a little bit. I was on his outside anyway. Car in front slid through the first corner. Oh, it looks like Wolf is in front of me. That's the winner of the first race. It's tough to put a bunch of cars on a tight circuit like this. There's going to be a little contact, but it's definitely my fault, 100%. I don't want to be the annoying guy that comes in and punts everybody off the track. I ran a little wide through there, just avoided the outside wall. Gonna have a very slow run down the hill. I got Octavio behind me. Let him have the outside. Surely we won't be able to go too wide through the chicane here. He outbrakes me. Good on him. Car stopped ahead. It was Darren who's in the back. Yeah, Octavio won that fair and square. Oh, car was in the wall ahead. Was spinning out. I saw smoke. The smoke effects are so good with the Sol patch. Well, sounds like Soul patch. The SOL patch. We got a whole pack of cars up there. Now, damage is definitely on. It's just, it's not quite as sensitive as it should be, maybe. But probably fine. I'm not sure how many cars would finish if it was full reel. Slide it on through Casino. It's not the fastest way, but sometimes it happens. This group in front's fighting a lot, so quite slow. Just gonna hit the curb on the inside. Very sloppy start of the race. Still running though, so better than last race this far. We're about a quarter of the way into it. Ooh, car spinning out in front. Passed two of them there. That was a bad one. The chicane. Oh, a bunch of cars up in front. If I can carry my speed here. Get to the inside, coming up to the hairpin. Oh man, it's too tight. Oh, got nailed from behind. Well, it was bound to happen at some stage, but yeah, I just got totally run over there. Once again at the back, and hopefully the car feels okay, but I don't know what else I could have done there. Even if I had backed out of it, the car behind me was just right up on me. The car's running wide now. Yeah, the car still feels fine somehow, surprisingly, but it's Christopher again. The guy I hit earlier, so I'm not innocent in this either. But I definitely got run over coming into the hairpin. Yeah, it's just turning into a bit of bumper cars, which is unfortunate. I mean, it's my fault too. I've bumped plenty of things here, but the other races I've done have been cleaner. I think just the combo though, it's just hard. Let off there. Just caught it. Not my weekend, yeah. Still fun though. Fun to throw a car around Monaco. Oh. Ooh, and Christopher in front. Spun out. Went for the second chicane. Mess of skid marks down here from the last lap. I'll have to look at the replay after the race at a couple of those parts. Should be able to pull it up. This is you when you go kart racing. Yeah, the times I've gone kart racing have kind of ended like this too. Depends on who you're racing. These cars are very much glorified go-karts. Ooh, 2 cars around in front. Side by side. But past one of them there, he gave me that. Yeah. It feels a little like Wreckfest, doesn't it? Curbing. Definitely a full, seems like full contact formula racing, which I'm not sure was a thing. Got the bionic Bromando behind me too. It's always a difficult proposition. Yeah, the flame effect is good. In real life, these cars would kick up a ton of oil and stuff, and certainly be cleaning your visor after a few laps behind another car. I'm in 16th. I haven't really even been looking at my position. It's been somewhat irrelevant. Hope I can just finish this clean or something. Yeah, if the chicane wasn't there, this would be, you know, it's still Monaco, but it would be a little less crazy. Oh yeah, over under a little bit, cut him through Casino. That was pretty nice. First for the hairpin. All right. Been 15th now. Too bad there's no race 3. I'd be in the perfect spot. Lars a little bit slow. See if I can get him on the inside, coming into the hairpin. Got nobody behind me this time to outbrake. Past couple of them, maybe. Looks like Antonio just behind me. Able to get up to 14th. Got Costco right in front of me. Costo, not Costco. Oh. Into the wall there. I'm gonna be right in the middle of the track. Lars. That one away. Just try to come right back on him. I think I'm about the same speed as these guys, so. Romando behind me again. Lars gets a little loose coming into the hairpin. It's dangerous racing other cars around here because So many things can go wrong. My God, must look like a mess watching it. All right, got a car to the inside now. Just like that, from 14th to 16th in one lap. Yellow flag there for a second, not sure what that was. Might have been Costo here. Yeah, very strong suspensions in these. A lot of wheel spin coming out of the hairpin, but was able to get Costo there. I got Malero now right behind me. I'm coming. And we're over halfway now. I get a good run up the hill here. We can do the same thing through this left-hander, a fourth gear. Just missed the apex. It didn't pull in like I thought it was going to. It's making you motion sick. Yeah, it's a little bouncy and stuff. I could imagine. Oh, a car right behind me is right on me. Imagine it's not the easiest to watch for everybody, but I appreciate those sticking through it. It's not the best racing I've ever done, but it's fun. Still having fun with it. He's coming up the inside towards the hairpin. Backs out of it, thankfully. Nice of him. Don't want to, basically you got to put it in a place where one of you has to back out or else there's going to be an accident, which is not always the nicest. Just rub the wall there. Up a gear. I might as well park the car at this point. Oh my God. Should retitle this one, I guess, to mediocre streamer wrecks half the field. I don't know. Not a lot to be proud of here, so take it as a lesson of not to drive, I guess. Of revenge. I don't think I was getting revenge. Yeah, well, rubbing's not really racing when you just punt somebody out of the way, which is what happened there. Rubbing's getting side to side in a corner and fighting for position or something, not wrecking somebody. I don't know, I got a lot of apologies to send after this, I think. Very bad weekend. I mean, I'm up to 13th, but none of it feels good. Running deep. I'm not into content for content's sake. All right, we'll just try to round this out though. 5 laps to go. Try not to hit anybody else. Upset there on the entry with the curb. Ooh, we got a car spun out. It goes a lap down though. Getting caught here by the car in 18th, but probably had some sort of I'd let him go around the inside, but just let him go on the inside. I think he's one of the quicker cars, but probably had some kind of incident. Avoid the curbs there. It was actually a nice run through turn 1. Fuel light came on, but I still got 10 liters, so it should be plenty. Oh, a car spinning out in front. It was Antonio. I got into Lindholm a little bit. Second. We both pretty much did the same thing there. Oh, that was weird. Well, I don't know what happened to Lindholm, but we pretty much had the same entry into the hairpin. See, the two in front are battling, so we'll have to see. Try to keep on them. I mean, I am trying to go fast here, but I'm also, I don't know, beat up a bit after this one. Getting beat up at Monaco, it feels like. Never one thing to take out yourself. I felt upset in the first race for, you know, running into the chicane on the first lap. That's not a fun feeling, but when you ruin other people's races, it's not a good feeling. So, I think I at least ruined 2 people's races in this. It's 2 in front though, side by side. Setting fastest laps here. I think Maddie actually races these cars quite a lot, but I think in R Factor, so I'm not sure how well they compare between the two versions. Lock up from the car in front, see if I can sneak it on the inside of Tabak. A little daring there. Ooh, he's keeping with it. Come down to the hairpin. Two behind, filling up my mirrors. A little scared there. On by. He's one of the quicker cars too. Ooh, he ran into the wall. Takes care of that. Side by side into Casino. Oh, understeers in front of me. Should have waited for it to come down to Mirabeau here. Just so easy. It is easy to make contact in some of the slower corners, but just rubber bands so much on some of the hairpins that the car behind, if you're really following closely, you have to actually give up a little time to make it through. or steer there through the hairpin. It's easy to do through the chicane. That gets us up to 12th then. Got a clear track, got about 5 seconds or more up to Valero. Got to put together a couple good laps to round out the race. Man. Still fun to do, but not the cleanest racing. Very much not the cleanest racing. I was a little more hopeful for this. The chicane, though, so difficult. And in the second race, it's not been where the problems are, but for yet anyway. We'll see how the last couple laps goes. Slide it on through Casino there. Feels cool. It's not fast though. The curbing on the inside outside. First. A nice run out of the straightaway. Whoa, about as close as you can go without hitting it. That was very close. It bounced off the curbing on the inside. Juan's giving me some heart palpitations being right behind me like this. All right, Juan, if you want it, take it. Got around me earlier, but slid off the track, so not sure what to do exactly. Like Malero is actually catching up to Pasta. I love some of the names. Oh, that was a really bad Sandoval, or not Sandoval, Massenet. Now through Casino. The two behind me go to the inside. What's he doing? Riding my gearbox behind me. On the last lap, though, I didn't even realize. Preoccupied with the mirror behind me. All right, one more time through the chicane here. Make it. Finally did a full race. I think I took the Joker chicane there 2 times, but ooh, and it looks like I'm up to 12th. So I thought I was in 13th. So I owe a few folks apologies for that one. Better race in race 2 than race 1, but still pretty messy. That happens around Monaco, I guess. Man, very tiring too. All right, I got 11th actually. Wow, so almost a top 10 there. But yeah, I think Bionic Romando, I hit him, and I also hit Chris. 2 incidents. I want to take a look at some of the replay before I wrap things up and just see see my mistakes myself. But man, pretty wild racing around Monaco. Hope folks enjoyed it no matter what. I mean, I know it's probably not as much fun to watch somebody hitting people, but let me do this. Full cam here for a sec. I'll throw on a little music. All right, let's see if I can pull up one of the replays. Mostly interested in race 2's replay here. We'll see if I can find it. Very loud car behind me. Here we go. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it definitely wasn't only me that was having a messy race, but it, you know, doesn't feel good to hit a couple people along the way. I got 11th at Monaco, so I don't think that'll work out for me. All right, let me share the sim here. Let's see. Let me get rid of some of these things on the screen. So let's we'll just watch some of the start here. For a minute. I got the Fanatec CSL 2.5. Oof, so loud. All right, there we go. So yeah, this is the starter race 2. I'll watch maybe the first lap, and then I want to take a look at a couple specific spots. Yeah, the pink car. And creative imaginations. It's nice to see a full grid of online historic racing, though. That's definitely not to be understated. Yeah, the start, I got past, yeah, going into Sandovote there. I think it was Pepsi that got around me. Swing around the outside. Oh, and a couple cars were slow up front. There was a car off to the side there. Let's work down the hill. Mirabeau, I was thinking about going up the inside, but then, I mean, that, I didn't mean to hit him there either, but wasn't a lot I could do there. A couple cars in front just getting bottled up. Had to slow down a bunch here too. Worked down the hills, a couple cars in the barriers up there. It was a very messy, I guess it was a messy race for most. Through the tunnel. Had a car right on me here. I don't remember what happened on this opening lap. I think I missed the chicane on this opening lap, right? But I went deeper. Yeah, there's Bromando. Oh, and I was trying to get around Tim. I guess seeing it from that angle, I guess you could understand why I missed the chicane, but I probably could have snuck in there. I was just seeing everybody spun out. Now, the first lap wreck, I mean, I don't want to hit somebody, but I don't think it was my fault at all. That's not the one I'm upset about. It's the one in a few laps, at least. I have Chris in front of me here, so I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit. Saw a couple cars jumping in the back there. So let's fast forward a little bit here. I just want to find a couple. I just want to look at. You have to learn from your mistakes. Is always my MO. So I was chasing Chris here. Yeah, and I just whacked him there and hit him into the wall. And he was slow through the chicane, but I should have. I mean, I shouldn't have been like this. Is really, you know. Why am I trying to go around the outside? There's no way we're gonna go too wide into the chicane, so he had to slow down a bunch to take it to begin with. So this one, I'll apologize to Chris now and later too. But definitely my fault for putting him in that position to begin with. We slowed each other down a lot, even if we had made it through that together. Watch from the top. Do slightly slow mode. Yeah, I mean, I put him there to make him go slow, so I should have realized coming out he was going to be much slower than me, so definitely my fault, that one, but not the most egregious of my mistakes either, I don't think. So let's fast forward a bit. I think I did get run over at one stage, which was not great. Oh, it was 100% my fault. 100% my fault. Fast forward through, had a car passing there, cars in the chicanes wrecked, whoa, cars spinning out everywhere. But I get run over extremely hard at some point in the final chicane. We'll just forward through it here to see what happens, what's interesting to watch. It's not such a long race that we have to skip around to. Yeah, definitely made up a lot of spots due to just other cars. There it was. All right, let's rewind and watch that. I don't know what happened there, but I just got nailed from behind. We'll watch it from a spectator view. It's the best way to see what actually happened. at the race. All right, so coming down. I mean, it's a massive car, so there's a lot going on. I'm on the very inside, and yeah, I had it locked up. Oof. Behind as well. I had it locked up. I think I was gonna stop in time, but I did have it locked up. I was sliding a bit, but I was gonna get it stopped in time for the apex. I just got hit from behind, which is unfortunate, but that's racing, I guess. I did it to 2 other cars, so it's deserving that it happened to me. All right, but we'll continue on here. What did I do next? I'm trying to remember. Hit somebody else too, didn't I? I did a cool pass on Lars, and I want to look at it. Oh, that was the pass. Let's watch that. We'll watch a good highlight for once. This was fun. This was a fun like entry. I entered a little slower, put the high line on the outside, and then he went wide on the exit, and I took the inside from there. So, textbook passing. The only good thing I did in the race. It's easy to get that apex. You'll see the curb in the middle of the corner is there's a little sharper left section right about there, and that's what you want to aim for as the apex when the curb really tightens and turns. But that was the only highlight, I think, for me. I think he actually might have gotten back around me too. All right, let's fast forward. I hit one other car. I just want to see what happened and learn as much as I can from it. And there, Lars side. Yeah, it was in the final hairpin that I hit another. Lars got back around me there. That's interesting. It kept my head movements. Oh yeah, it was Bromando here in front of me. So I think it was this time through too. Maybe the next lap. Okay, well, so he locked it up, and that's how we got close, because I was super far behind here. I mean, it's still my fault 100%, but that's why I caught him. Yeah, I should have just, I guess, once I saw him lock up, should have taken it a little easier. I think I thought in the moment that he was going to go wide, but he was able to get it stopped and turned, and that one's not as egregious as I thought when I was driving, but definitely my fault, and apologize to him as well. So, a lot to learn from in that, but it's good to review, you know, when you do have a race, even if it's a good race, review the stuff that went well and learn from it. So, that one's my fault, definitely. Yeah, who knows what happened physics-wise. All right, so appreciate everybody watching. I hope it was at least somewhat enjoyable, despite all the craziness that happened there. I gotta go send a couple emails, but fun racing with the VAC, guys. I hope to do some more of that again soon. Hopefully have some more videos out in the next few days as well. But yeah, Monaco, what a crazy time. They did that for real. That's the craziest part about all of it. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see everybody next time. Thanks.